myself. I'm just being really quickly here. Okay, I'm a musician, I'm a promoter, I've done that kind of stuff before. The reason I'm running for equality and diversity is I'm a disabled student myself, and I've experienced a hell of a lot of problems at London Metropolitan from the administration, which a lot of the time have been completely illegal. As I'm sure you all know, the mitigation procedure is ridiculous. At present, there is a gap in the entire system for disabled students. They contract out the DSA to an external body, to the council. They don't tell you when you need to apply to the DSA. So consequently, I spoke to a guy who was diabetic earlier, and people are failing because of the council and everything. Essentially, I want to fight against this, and the 3-module system as well, because it's limiting academic freedom. They deliberately censored information. We know nothing about it, and this is the problem. So, yeah, vote for me. I'm representing women, and I'm representing disabilities. Everybody else, vote for me.
Hi to all my peers. Voice is a bit now. Most of you probably know me already, Lawrence Jackson. I studied politics, philosophy and economics. I think that's actually led me to be in a good position to run for Equality and Diversity Officer. My course as a whole is generally about fairness and fairness through diversity. Within this university, it's a metropolitan. We have various different groups of people here who have various different backgrounds. I think that at the moment, one of the major key factors of university life is that as students, we don't feel as a community. We don't feel as one. There's various small communities going on throughout the university, but I think the university establishment as a whole has done a very good job of keeping us very separate, you know, rather than being one voice. And I think that myself, what my whole aim is to try and put on events and try and rally students together so that we all feel more as one. I know we're all going to have various different opinions, but we can put forward our opinions together. You know, putting your opinion to the establishment as an individual or with a unified front of students behind you is a better way going forward. So that's what my whole aim of the campaign is. Let's get the university administration treating us as students fairly. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Angelo Weed. I'm IR in Politics undergrad, 2nd year, and I'm running for Equalities and Diversity Officer and NUS Conference Delegate. I would like to say that I'm running for Equalities and Diversities Officer because before the actual election campaigning that started and it was announced it was going to happen, I didn't actually know that this post actually existed because the previous people that have been in it have been non-existent, which means that your equality and diversity needs have not been met. The way I envisage to change that for the students, because I'll be working for you, right, towards the university, is by creating more events. I understand that people will be like, how can you create more events? Well, I know that the university funds are pretty tight. Even though we've sorted out a few problems, I know they're pretty tight. So I envisage to forego a part of my wage to put into a fund which will be held under control by Eddie Rowley, right, within the union, so people like you and anyone walking around the uni, all 35 students can come and can say, Angela, I want to put on, say, this event, right, and I'll be like, okay, well, I can give you a startup fund here, because at the moment, students' finances are tough and people don't have money to put on events. This will aid equality and diversity events which can be held within the hub or within the rocket, right? The second one is, although I'm contracted to 10 hours work per week, I will hold cross-campus sessions for people to come and talk to me, tell me things they want me to do so I can listen and put them into action. And thirdly, I want to expand the union by having more officers, which includes an LGBT officer to give LGBT people a voice. Yeah, and I want to have a woman's officer, which can only be a woman after I leave. That's my legacy, right? And I want to have an ethnic minorities officer, and so I want to come to say so everyone has a point of contact. As well as doing that, which is in my remit, I will lobby for extended 24-hour library with any president I work with, right? As well as that, and as well, this 3-module system, we need more education, not less, and that will definitely not get passed.
Thank you very much, Angela.
I'm a final-year student, so I don't know what's going to go on. But for the rest of the students, how do you think that you can actually, push for them to stop, this 3-module thing?
Okay, on the 3-module situation, firstly,
Firstly, I'd like to say, if any of you have read the student paper, I wrote an article on this. Basically, I mean, the main problem with the 3-module system is nobody has actually informed us of what is going on, which I think is slightly scary, to be honest. So currently I'm petitioning against the 3-module system, so all of you sign the petition afterwards. We're organising a protest very soon, which you will hear about through the student union. Also, after the Hustings are finished, I'm starting a society called a Society for Change. We're going to arrange it next week, basically. This is essentially going to be protesting against this. Also, Claire Locke, who's also involved in the Student Power Group. Essentially what we need to do is just mass protest against this, because very few people agree with it, including lecturers, and it's really limiting everything. So, yeah, I'll hand you over.
Just to really echo what Lottie said, there is a petition going on at the moment, and generally the way to change anything within the establishment is to get numbers behind your opinion. So there is a petition going on at the moment, and if as many students can sign the petition as possible, that should be the most direct route to get them to stop, you know, the 3-module change rather than us having 4 modules, which by having 3 modules, it means it's a harder degree you're studying. There's less room for error, you know. I think we all kind of like the fact that at the moment, you can afford maybe to not do as well in one of your modules. You know, you might have hard, difficult times at a period. Having 3 modules means, regardless of whatever's going on in your life, you have to get absolutely the top of all 3 of those modules.
Firstly, I would like to say I support the petition. I support Lottie's petition. I would say everyone to sign it. Secondly, I would say the key thing to do to fight against this 3-module system is for you as students and myself and everyone sitting here is to vote, because without the votes, the student union do not have a mandate. We do not represent the people, right? Because if we have 1.5% turnout here in the SU elections, they will not say we have any power. We need as much of you lot to vote. Then with you lot saying you represent, saying we're the voice of you, then we can go to that Vice Chancellor and to the higher authorities and say we stand against this motion, because 3 modules instead of 4 is less education instead of more education. We come here, we pay £3,000, it could go up to £10,000 in the next couple of years and that will be paid for less education. We need more education, and we need to put ourselves in the league table so we can stand shoulder to shoulder with other universities around the country.